What? Oh, Bonnie. My darling, beautiful, sweet. Are you okay? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have left you alone like that. Yeah. You were touch and go for a little bit, so I had to bring you somewhere safe. My friend runs an inn, so we're staying here for now until we find somewhere else that's safer. No, Bon, it's not safe anymore at my place. If I was smart, we wouldn't even have gone back there in the first place. But I thought we had more time before they found us. Yes, the Benandanti. I don't know exactly how much Chrissy's mum told you about them before I got there, apart from the witch hunting thing, and that I used to be part of them. Emphasis on used to, but I can answer any more questions that you have about them. But you... What? Why are you apologising? I should be the one. Bon, no. Why did you leave the house? Hey, no. Shh. It's alright, darling. It's alright. Take a moment and breathe for me, okay? Breathe with me. In. Hold. And out. In. And out. Listen to me. Whatever happened. You're safe. You're safe. You're with me. That's all that matters to me, so you don't have to go into detail. Are you sure? I don't want you to have to remember or recount anything you don't want to. We could just... Alright. But don't feel like you have to continue if you want to stop. Promise. Okay. Continue. Yeah. You mentioned the Moonstone Order when you were talking to Chrissy. What were they for anyway? To reverse my lycanthro... Oh, Bon, come here. I know, it's done. But the fact that you got kidnapped because you were trying to help me, when really I could have just been honest with you. Okay, I can do that. I can be honest. Mind you, it's never been the most natural thing for me to do. The Benandanti taught me many things, but not that. But I will, for you. Anyway, continue. magic? Was it imbued in the stone? If it were in the library, how was I not able to detect it? Oh, I bet they put an additional ward. The fuckers. I'm sorry. Continue. They were using you to bait me. I'm gonna... Did they hurt you? I swear to gods, if they... Wait, what do you mean? Not really. Oh, darling. I thought that cut was from the blast, not them. What were they doing? If you did not already take care of them, I'd go back and take care of them myself. Benandanti be damned. And what happened when they cut your hand? Wait, Bonnie, no. I was going back and forth on whether or not I should tell you, or how to tell you for that matter. But yes, you are a witch. But that's nothing to be scared of. From what you told me of your parents, it seems like they were more green witches than anything. And even if they weren't, being a witch isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just a part of who you are, and can even be used for good. Just like I use my werewolf powers to protect my sheep, to protect you. Bon, before today, if I had told you that you were a witch, would you have believed me? Right? You wouldn't have. And... No, listen to me, Bon. I left the Benandanti because they are, for all intents and purposes, a self-righteous cult that thinks magic is only evil if it's not being wielded by them. And I made that decision long before I met you. So, hear me when I say that I would never hurt you. I would never let them take you. Never. I'd rather die. And I would take anyone who'd even lay a hand on you with me. There isn't a universe out there where I would let anyone hurt. Well, no, I know. Not everything that happened was my fault, but if I had just been honest with you from the beginning, you would have known it wasn't safe. You wouldn't have left the house, and you know what? No. Regret does no one any favours. But I will do you this one. Bon, I don't know what it is, but being in the know, being involved in the magic world, practically invites danger. Kind of a, if you see them, they can see you, kind of situation, especially with the Benandanti. I don't want you to be in the dark about your powers. You deserve better than that. And I can help you get in touch with other witches, or at least people who know magic can help you understand and control yours better. But being with me has caused you so much grief as it is, and I don't ever want you in that kind of danger again. Certainly not because of me. Bon, look at me. You asked me honest with you. So here it is. My mother was also a witch. Yes. And I remember nothing about her. Nothing. Because the Benandanti found her and took her away from me and my dad. And then, when my dad went looking for her, they killed him too. They only took me in so they could raise me as their own, rather than me becoming a potential risk should I decide to poke around when I grow up. They could not risk the public finding out about what really went behind closed doors of the ever-charitable Benandanti. And if I lost you too, I need you to know how dangerous they are before giving you two choices. Either stay with me, despite the risk, and I want you to genuinely consider this option, you leave me, and I can get someone to erase your memories. Not all of them, just enough to forget the Benandanti and me. Are Maracuso. They know you have no memory of them, and I'll... Of course I don't want to do that. You mean the world to me. I don't know. You just got kidnapped. And then I kept all those secrets from you so I could keep you safe, even though I said I wouldn't do that anymore. And then you got hurt anyway, and I just... I just want you safe. Okay. I can keep you safe. I will keep you safe. I swear it. You're too good for me. Bon, are you sure? Forgiveness aside, I can protect you, but we'd have to leave. We'd have to go somewhere far, and you have your family and friends and your job here, although I probably have to make sure Chrissy isn't there, so... I mean, yes, there are plenty of other libraries out there, but... Okay. Only if you're sure. So, you still down for that long vacation we talked about? We can see if we can find our new fresh start maybe even find you a teacher for your newly discovered powers. Yeah? Alright. To new horizons then. Yes. I'd love to hold you. Do you want me to hold you from behind, or do you want to lay on my chest? Yeah, that's good with me. I'll hold you any way you want. Anything for you, my bunny sweet. Absolutely, darling. Ask away. I'm more than happy to put all my cards on the table for you. What else do you want to know? So, I don't claim to know everything there is to know about magic and the supernatural world in general. I don't think anyone does. But I'm quite certain that lycanthropy is irreversible. Even moonstone. I can try it the next full moon, but I highly doubt it. If it were that simple, we werewolves would have long since been using it. But even if there was some way to completely absolve it, oddly enough, I'm fine exactly the way I am. I mean, yes, I would like it if my werewolf powers were something I could turn on and off like a switch, as opposed to being at the whim of a solitary rock thousands of miles away, but I don't know if I'd want to lose them altogether. It's, my relationship with my powers are complicated. On one hand, I have to take a week out of my entire month, not to mention how I gained my werewolf powers, but, well, TLDR, as part of my final test to become a functioning part of the aforementioned evil witch hunters, I was chosen to be part of their werewolf support team. I.e., they turned me. Mind you, I chose to do that, to let them turn me. But at the time, I didn't know my mother was a witch, and I'd be convinced that I was simply chosen to have magic, gifted, as they call it. Frankly, I thought I was going to be allowed to be part of their magic user unit, or wielders, as they call it, but I figured they knew best. And if I knew my magic came from my mother, I don't know if I would have chosen to become a werewolf. There's only so much magic the body can contain at a time, so if someone decides to take on another magic form, it displaces whatever magic is already there. Not all of it, but most. I'm sad I lost that part of my real mother, and yet I can't imagine a life without my wolf powers. It has its disadvantages, but they're part of who I am. When I'm in my wolf form, I feel a peace that, for a while, I only ever felt in wolf form. Although, nowadays, I feel that peace even more present when I'm with you. No, I'm not sleepy. What makes you say that? I'm sappy when I'm sleepy. Said who? No, I'm alright. There is a lot to unpack with the Benandanti history. You sure you want that one? Alright, I'll try to give you the abridged version, but there's only so much I can cut, so don't say I didn't try to warn you. I thought you'd say that. But, just so you know, if you do fall asleep, I won't be mad. Shit, I definitely fell asleep a few times in history class. Alright, we'll see. One last kiss in case you do. I love you, Pod. So much. So, in the 16th, 17th century, there were some people in northeastern Italy who fell into trance states. They believed that their spirits left their bodies to battle malevolent witches, which, to their understanding, protected the town's crops from famine and preserved the safety of the people. Around this time, there were witch hunts going on. Very much like the Salem witch trials. Anyway, werewolves had taken to joining their ranks to avoid the noose, drowning, whatever preferred method of witch cleansing the local church held. The argument was that in their battle against these malevolent witches, they were chosen for the side of God to fight these evil witches. And in the werewolves joining them, it gave them an excuse. I don't know, I never really got the logistics behind how that worked or if it was believable, but apparently the church said, okay, as long as it's for Jesus, yeah, go ahead, fight evil with magic. Obviously the modern world moved on, but the Benandanti did not. Since then, they go by a more historical preservation farce, but they've come to adopt a more aggressive approach that has evolved from protecting humans from bad witches to anyone who practices magic who isn't them, because only the Benandanti can be trusted with magic. Does that sound hypercritical? It absolutely does. And I'll... and there they go. Doesn't matter. Fuck 'em. As long as we're together, we'll be alright. I can't wait to start a new life with you, my bunny sweet.